What's going on, Gundam reviewers? My name is Cooler Oyster One, and I'm bringing you guys another video today as we are going to review the Gouf Custom from Gundam Mobile Suit Team. Oh wait, the 8th Mobile Suit Team. Sorry. So, at the near end of the Gundam 8th team on the show, I want to say at least either episode 8 or maybe 9. I can't say. So, during the Federation's victory plan by pushing the Zeon forces out of Earth, taking the fight down to space, one of the Zeon's main base for their HLVs, or one of their spaceships to launch up to space with all the remaining Zeon forces that needed to be retransferred back to space so that they could reform their military strength. Now, with the overwhelming strength of the Federation forces by number and by mobile suits and really skilled pilots, during the battle of the show, now, I understand that I have watched this show, and I won't lie to you guys, I have forgotten the pilot's name, but actually let me see if the blog says his name. It has him on here, so again, that is my fault on not knowing the pilot's. I forgot the pilot's name, but that's the picture of him piloting the Gouf Custom. But the pilot is actually a guardian of these two siblings, Aina and Gideon. Again, my apologies for not knowing their last names, but Aina and Gideon were actually under watch protection by their guardian with this pilot of the mobile suit, the Gouf. He was also a Zeon Ace pilot, actually. I'm not very too certain how well known he was. Anywho, after Aina was planning the evacuation for trying to get a lot of the Zeon forces back into space with the HLVs or the spaceship at least, and then the pilot of the Gouf Custom ended up staying behind so that he can try taking out the gun tanks, so that he can clear a path to Federation's stronghold or artillery strike, so that the ships and the escape plan would go ahead. Now, the story of the Gouf Custom, when the Goufs first got into mass production and was been sent out after the Gouf with Ramba Ral, after the defeat of Ramba Ral back then, when the increase of development for the Goufs, the Guardian has acquired the Gouf and also have it specially made for his preferences and his taste. As usual, well, there actually has been a couple of different types of changes that the Custom has than the regular Gouf. So instead of like the Gouf's left hand fingers like a machine gun, he actually has an actual machine gun on the side where you can see the magazine right here and a little bit of barrels right here for his hands, so that he doesn't actually have his fingers become like the machine gun as itself. And I just took out his horn. Let me fix that. Sorry, buddy, didn't mean to take out your horn. Not only that, but normally on the regular Goufs, they would have the electric rod. But this time, he doesn't have an electric rod. He actually has an electrical cable. Same kind of purpose, but instead of hitting the mobile suit surface and then electrocuting it, he can actually extend the electrical cable to the body of the mobile suit, actually send a electrical current to the mobile suit and actually disrupt the internal systems on the Federation's mobile suits, like the battle with Shiro Mata and him. Now, normally with the regular Goufs, they would have like the heating beam swords. But actually, this one just has like a regular black sword of himself. Not himself, but like as like a regular sword. it actually does do a lot of damage to shield and bodies, and also damaging the surface on the bodies. I'm not too certain if he was wanting the beam blade of his sword, but I don't think it was during the time able to be customized. And also on his shield he has a minigun equipped with a drum mag. I do not know what caliber that the minigun that he has, but this minigun, it can be detachable as well. So let's say that he's firing and then he ends up running a magazine. He runs out from the minigun, so let's go ahead and push this boy out. The other one, besides me, grab another one. So let's push you out. It's a little slide there, just pull it out. Yep, just extend it out. And there you go. If the minigun is no longer available, that it has no no ammunition, then he can inject it from a shield. The shield is pretty standard for Goufs. It's just that this shield is customized to equip with the mini Gatling gun. Now, this mobile suit is also, like I said, custom made to a mobile suit pilot Ace. He has successfully taken out the gun tanks, which giving a opening for the Xeon forces to retreat to space. However, he was definitely, unfortunately, being destroyed by Shiromata after his beam saber cut him in half between the lower torso. But within the small action before he died and the Gouf been destroyed, he used the last remaining rounds on his machine gun to hit the gun tank behind Shiro. Of course, Shiro failed that the mission protecting gun tanks was just to say that he just failed on protecting the gun tanks. I'm a little bit stuttering lately, don't know why. There actually has been other customizations of Goufs out in the field during the 1 Year War. I cannot say, like I said, you can definitely take a look on the fandom.com as well. This one was also on Gundam Planet as well. I keep saying as well a lot, have I? And again, like I said from the last video, I'm not too certain if it's still available or not. I will definitely take a look and see. And if you guys are curious, definitely take a look on that site as well. This is a small video. I wish I could tell you guys more. It's just that I only seen this guy for like at least an episode 2, and then he ends up dying, but it was still a cool fight, and to see how the battle went through the Gouf. And I know there's actually the exact same kind of like a model as this one, but in the crimson color with the new Gundam Build Fighters battle log. They have the red one as well. I'm not too certain if I want the red one, to be honest. It's basically the same model as this one. It's just going to be covered in red. But if you guys also want to get the red one, just to have a blue and a red at the same time, go for it. I'm either debating getting it as well or not. And there I go saying as well. Anywho, definitely get a look at it. I do recommend you guys buying it or getting this in your collection, so that if you guys have a Gundam 18 collection that you want to make it further into your collection, definitely get this in one of them. And again, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys on the next review. Bye bye.